National headlines: former police officer Michael Slager now sentenced for the fatal shooting of an unarmed black man after a traffic stop. Here's ABC's Steve Wilson-Salmi tonight.
The former South Carolina police officer in this alarming cell phone video is headed to federal prison tonight for 20 years, one of the longest sentences ever handed down to an officer in a racially charged shooting. In court, families on both sides broke into tears as the judge sent 36-year-old Michael Slager away. From the beginning, he claimed self-defense.
Fired until the threat was stopped.
But today, Judge David Norton refused to believe this, saying Slager shot an unarmed man in the back as he ran away.
My soul is rejoicing right now.
The family of 50-year-old Walter Scott told Slager they forgive him for everything. Slager says he's grateful, telling them, "I wish I could go back and change that day."
I accept it, and we want to move on.
There are no winners here. One man is dead and another is leaving behind a young child as he heads to prison. Slager's team has 2 weeks to decide if they'll appeal. David?
It's a young samurai, I smoke a spliff in the cut, then I pass a lot to my bro. No fuck with my flow. Couple bad bitches in a cup of that Joe. So it's just THC.
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Yo, look, man, this is. I know a lot of people gonna look at this and they like, yo, this is a win. This is a win, but it's just a step. You understand? Because, you know, you got these NFL players. They're kneeling in the NFL. They're not disrespecting the flag. They're not disrespecting the soldiers. They're not disrespecting the country. They're kneeling because we need change. And you see, like I said before, you're going to have police officers that are going to, you know, shoot and kill people. It's going to happen. Black, white, whatever. You know, I'm talking about, you know, the person that's committing the shooting and the person that's getting shot. You see, the issue is, a lot of these police officers, after they shoot and kill people of color, they're not being held accountable. That's the issue. That's the issue. And when they're not being held accountable, it's normal citizens that are not convicting them. Let's get to the story. Former South Carolina police officer Michael Slager was sentenced today to 20 years in prison for the deadly shooting of an unarmed black man, Walter Scott. U.S. District Judge David Norton ruled that Slager committed second-degree murder and obstruction of justice when he shot and killed 50-year-old Scott. The man was 50 in 2015. The second-degree murder ruling came with a recommended 19 to 24-year sentence. You got to understand, right? The jury actually let him go. The jury, the citizens, they didn't find him guilty. This was a judge's ruling because he himself said he was guilty of something. The citizens of America that was on the jury panel found that he did not commit a murder, found that he did nothing wrong. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the issue. And it's those same people that are going to get up and talk about how the NFL players that's kneeling is disrespecting the flag and disrespecting soldiers. And when it's so quite obviously that this man gunned somebody down in cold blood, they don't want to find them guilty because it was a black man that was murdered. Same people. At one point during the sentences, Scott's mother looked the former officer in the eye and told him she forgave him. Families on both sides of the court burst into tears. One of Walter Scott's brothers, Rodney Scott, told the court that the death of his brother, the worst day of his life. Rodney Scott said he wants Slager to pay for his actions. Not just that, but look at this. This man served. Was that Navy? He served. He served this country. Then he comes back from serving this country, comes back to America, and gets gunned down by the same police. The same police that he's across seas fighting for. And when the police gun a black man down, you know what the racists say? And I'm saying the racists because it's something that racists say. Yeah, well, the police killing black people, but what about black on black crime? Well, when a black man kills another black man, he goes to jail. Slager's father, mother, sister, and wife spoke to the judge begging for a lighter sentence. They talked about how Slager led a life of service and how upset they were after the shooting. Michael Slager's wife, Jamie Slater, told the judge he had to make a decision in a split second. I couldn't imagine having to make a decision that fast. Now, first of all, the man was running away, so he had much longer than a split second. He quite possibly could have had from that moment to this one because the man wasn't coming back. He decided he was going to shoot and kill that man. He didn't fire once. He didn't fire twice. He fired like 5 times. If there was no video evidence of that murder, he was going to say he was in self-defense. You heard him. Self-defense. The judge's decision came after Michael Slager, who is white, pleaded guilty to a federal civil rights offense. The jury found him innocent, even after seeing the video of him gunning down a black man running in the opposite direction. And all he said was it was in self-defense. The jury still found him innocent. So when somebody tells me about how Colin Kaepernick's kneeling is disrespectful to the flag, is disrespectful to soldiers, is disrespectful to the country, all I know is if a police officer cuts the head off of a black baby, I wouldn't be surprised if they said he was innocent. Michael Slager shot and killed Walter Scott on April 4th, 2015, while Slager was an officer with the North Charleston Police Department. Michael Slager claimed self-defense, but witnessed cell phone video that surfaced shortly after the encounter showed the officer fatally shooting Walter Scott in the back as he ran away. He was fired from the force after the shooting. You got to understand. Look at this. You have to, it was self-defense. Look, self-defense. And the jury agreed that this was self-defense. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Michael Slager was charged in South Carolina with murder and pleaded not guilty. During the state murder trial, Michael Slager's attorney said that his client shot Walter Scott because he was in fear for his life. Can we just look at that picture one more time? Yeah. He was in fear for his life. In 2016, the case ended in a mistrial. The state retrial and federal trial was expected to take place this year, but instead, in May, Michael Slager pleaded guilty to violating Walter Scott's civil rights in federal court, ending. I'm gonna apologize. I said that they found him innocent earlier. They didn't find him innocent. It was a mistrial, meaning that some of them thought he was innocent, while some of them thought he was guilty, and they couldn't come to a deliberation. I don't even understand how they. Look, that's okay. The state retrial and federal trial was expected to take place this year, but instead, in May, Michael Slager pleaded guilty to violating Walter Scott's civil rights in federal court, entering the federal court case against him, and also resolving the state charges that were pending after the mistrial. I'm going to tell you right now what I believe happened. What I believe happened was when the federal charges came up, he knew he wasn't going to beat them. He knew he wasn't going to beat them. I could beat the state. I'm not going to beat them federal charges. Not gonna beat those. And they're gonna give me so much time, I might as well take this 20 years. And that's what happened. Anyway, I'm gonna leave a link in the description so y'all can read the rest of this yourselves. Look, man. People need to stop pretending like black people are not being killed by police, and then the police is spending the rest of their lives living like normal citizens. Let me know what y'all guys think about this story. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. # Wrong Spawn. This type of shit just pissed me off, yo. That's all I got on this one. I love y'all. I love y'all. Please, 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 please do not have contact with police officers unless it's necessary, especially if you live out in the rural areas. You know, if you're not in a big city where there's plenty of people to witness what's going on, please be careful out there. I love y'all. That's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.